Hello guys, full time at Molineux. Wolves nil, Arsenal 1. 1-0 to the Arsenal. Very nice indeed, very welcome. I'm in an Ibis hotel near Wolverhampton. Thoroughly enjoyed, I enjoyed pretty much everything that came after full time whistle, the celebrations and the relief. The last 20 minutes were stressful, shall we say. It's funny, when I go to games and I'm not working for the Athletic, I was just in with the away fans tonight, I guess it's supposed to be more relaxing, but sometimes it's not, because obviously when you're just behaving like a fan, you get so much more emotionally invested and involved. One thing I do think is actually when you're at a game like that, it's sometimes less stressful than on television. That's my personal opinion. I think I find it more stressful when I'm seeing it through a screen. I think it might be the sort of lack of agency, this feeling that you're completely helpless in the scenario, whereas I think when you're in the stands, you at least feel like you're part of it. But anyway, great result, great points. Really important result, actually. I really feared what the kind of headlines and the social media discourse would be if we had let the lead slip after another red card and, let's face it, a pretty glaring miss by Alex Lacazette when he had the chance to seal the game. Thought we'd be talking maybe about Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang now, about the failure to sign a striker. As it is, a 1-0 win means we can afford to be a bit more positive, and I think we are right to be positive because, Wolves are around, those European places in the table. I looked at the two fixtures against them. We play them at home in a couple of weeks' time and thought, 4 points from 6 wouldn't be too bad. Well, having one away, we really should be trying to look for 6 from 6. And that would be very, very decent indeed. Huge credit's got to go to the defensive unit who helped see it through. Let's talk about the red card first, actually. I've just been watching the coverage on BT Sport with Peter Walton, helpful as ever in his refusal to sort of do anything other than side with the officials. I think the reason for me that it's harsh is because if a yellow card is supposed to serve as a warning, then if a player hasn't received that card, then they've not yet been warned. If Martinelli committed that first offence, blocking the throw-in, the referee stopped the game, booked him, then they went up the other end and he tripped the bloke again and got booked again, I would kind of understand that, but I don't think you can go around sort of cumulatively topping up yellow cards without actually dishing them out. It doesn't seem quite right to me. And within the law, it may be correct, but yeah, I'm not having it. It's funny, people say they want consistency. I'm not someone who ever really says that. I do want common sense. I do want referees to manage games. And I think common sense tells you that what Martinelli did should not be sufficient to mean that you're out of this game and out of the next game. That just doesn't seem right at all. But we still need to stop getting people sent off. I mean, it's crippling, You need 11 men on the pitch. And if we'd had 11 men, maybe it would have been substantially more comfortable. Anyway, having gone down to 10 men, defensive effort was superb. Rob Holding, when he came on, was brilliant. Exactly what he was intended to do, clearing away, everything that came into the box. I thought he was good in that last 20 minutes. I thought Gabriel, White, Ramsdale, Cedric, they all performed well and helped see that clean sheet out. Kieran Tierney did well. I think he was a little bit off his game today. Maybe that's harsh, but I mean, he was up against some tricky players on that side, but I thought a couple of them gave him the runaround a few too many times. Thought Granit Xhaka was good in front of the defence. Thought Thomas Partey was pretty good, and they did well to not get sent off, having picked up first half bookings. Mainly, though, just really impressed by the commitment, the organisation, a bit like at Anfield a few weeks ago, really, and just so excited and enthused about the atmosphere, the relationship between the players and the supporters. We get very down, but this is a lot better. Honestly, I'm not just saying that because we won tonight. The general direction is much better than it's been for a while, for my money. And I do want to see where this goes, especially when we add those final missing pieces. You know, watching tonight, and this isn't to be negative, I like both Alex Lacazette and Granit Xhaka, but I was, again, struck by the fact that they're not quite the players we're asking them to be. You know, we're asking Lacazette to be a hold-up man and a finisher and a physical presence and a guy who can aim goal kicks at and all these things, and he's just not quite that. He's a lot of things, but he's not quite that. And we're asking Granit Xhaka to be a left-sided number 8, playing really high again tonight. You know, getting into the final third, making final passes. And he's not quite that. And they're doing decent enough jobs, but when we have the appropriate players who really, truly fit those roles, we're going to go to another level. And that's not going to be before the summer now, obviously. But I'm really excited to see that. And anyway, in the meantime, a really good result and a necessary one. You know, we dropped points in our previous game, really, at home to Burnley. So we've picked it up a bit again tonight. And in a week where Spurs lost at home, United dropped points, I think it's a little bit of a blur. It's positive. It's really positive. I'm going to leave it there and enjoy my hotel. And I'll catch up with you all after the Brentford game. Cheers. Bye-bye.